Is it time to buy or sell SPDR S&P 500 ETF? In this video, we're diving deep into SPDR S&P 500 ETF. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 7th of July 2025, and now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get a free price prediction and deep analysis for anyone among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has ranked the SPDR S&P 500 ETF as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 2.66. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time. The ETF has experienced a gain of 5%. This equates to an average return of 0.18% each day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund is positioned at the upper part of a strong rising trend in the short term. This typically presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction towards the lower part of the trend can be anticipated. A breakout above the upper trend line at $626.66 will initially signal an increased rate of ascent. The current 3-month trend indicates a potential change of 18.26% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between 13.04% and 19.4%. Evaluating the longer term, our 12-month analysis suggests a projected change of 5.03%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 14.76% and 5.79% over the coming year. In current terms, this would place the future price between $529.04 and $656.63. Our latest daily update for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF includes the headline, SPDR S&P 500 ETF upgraded to buy candidate. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF price fell by approximately 0.699% on the last day, which was Monday, the 7th of July, 2025. The price decreased from $625.05 to $620.68. During the last trading day, the ETF fluctuated by 1.07%, with a low of $617.87 and a high of $624.48. The price has risen in 8 of the last 10 days, showing an increase of 4.44% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day by 28 million shares, albeit with falling prices. This may serve as an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the next couple of days. In total, 74 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $45.87 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $626.26, while the lowest price was $481.80. Currently, the price is 0.89%, or $5.58, below the 52-week high of $626.26, which is also the all-time high for the ETF. The S&P 500 Exchange-Traded Fund, SPY, remains a focal point as global markets showcase their dynamics. Currently, the S&P 500 has surged to record highs, reaching 6,280, rebounding sharply since its April low of 4,835. Despite this bullish momentum, analysts express caution, indicating that the market may be overbought. Strategist Bob Lang highlights potential pullbacks to levels around 6,000 to 6,100, suggesting some volatility ahead. The recent United States labor market report has presented conflicting signals, with stronger than expected job additions but nuanced underlying details. This mixed labor data could contribute to uncertainty, impacting investor sentiment and SPY's price trajectory. While the S&P has outperformed in the past 5 years with a 101% return, it lags behind the Nifty 50's 140% return, accentuating the competitive landscape for investors evaluating their long-term strategies. As Wall Street returns from a long weekend, initial forecasts predict a softer start due to tariff concerns, hinting at potential early declines for SPY. Such fluctuations could affect short-term pricing, while the broader context of economic growth particularly with robust GDP figures, will continue to influence SPY's long-term prospects. Therefore, although the rally is evident, investors should remain vigilant, weighing the implications of market corrections and economic signals that could shape future movements in SPY's valuation. The following signals have been identified for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, which provides a positive outlook for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between the two signals, where the short-term average is above the long-term average during downward corrections. There will be some support from the levels at $618.37 and $599.78. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Furthermore, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. Some negative signals have also been issued, which may impact the near short-term development. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Thursday, July 3, 2025, and thus far, it has declined by 0.699%. Further decrease is indicated until a new bottom pivot has been established. Volume increased on declining prices yesterday, which may serve as an early warning, suggesting that the ETF should be monitored more closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal, pivots, sell signal 2 days ago, Bollinger, buy signal 2 days ago, short-term moving average, buy signal 11 days ago, long-term moving average, buy signal 50 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 46 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 51 days ago, long-term moving average, buy signal 39 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 28 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. On the downside, the ETF finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $548.62 and $524.58. There is a natural risk involved when an ETF is testing a support level, since if this level is broken, the ETF may then fall to the next support level. In this case, SPDR S&P 500 finds support just below today's level at $548.62. If this is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $524.58 and $496.48. In general, the ETF tends to have very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is considered very low in this ETF. During the last day, the ETF moved $6.61 between high and low, or 1.07%. For the last week, the ETF has had a daily average volatility of 0.747%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF is at $625.05. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the ETF, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, the SPDR S&P 500 ETF encounters its first support level at $548.62. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $603.39, representing a decrease of 2.79%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits very low daily fluctuations, resulting in minimal risk. A sell signal has been identified from a pivot top that occurred 1 day ago. Is SPDR S&P 500 ETF a good buy? Several short-term indicators combined with an overall positive trend suggest that the current level may present a buying opportunity. There is a reasonable chance for SPDR S&P 500 ETF to perform well in the short term. We have revised our analysis conclusion for this ETF from a hold or accumulate to a buy candidate. After examining the volatility and price movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 8th of July, we anticipate that SPDR S&P 500 ETF will open higher by 33 cents and begin trading at $621.01. We want to remind you that trading carries a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment choices should not be based solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.